What's up, Trekkies? Okay, so I've had camera and computer issues. Oddly, computer issues. So all the stuff I thought I did, I have not done, or I've already done. So we're gonna have a quick overview. I don't actually have any video because the file didn't save of me actually opening the box. But I'm here near Breen to be like crazy. So there's that. And I've already decked out the ship with stuff because that's what I've been doing for like the last 2 hours. I've named it the Pit Bull after my semi-pro team. Semi-pro football. So, yeah. Wabam. The current issue I'm having with this ship is the fact that in sector space, it's below the plane of the camera. What did I do with this? God. What did I do with this ship? I basically decked it out with, as we can see here, Polaron. You can see I've already gotten one level of mastery and a little bit of the second one. I've already done stuff on this ship. Anyways, so I basically put Polaron on it. It's crappy Polaron from all over my ships. But I put the kinetic cutting beam because I love the kinetic cutting beam, and then the omnidirectional anti-chronoton tetryon infused because I was hoping I could get the anti-chronoton infused tetryon discharge, which is but I'm now actually thinking I could probably switch that out for something else, like a Polaron beam, or your quantum phase beam. You're terrible. Advanced Fleet Polaron Beam Array, damage +3. But then that's not quite an Omni beam. Whatever. Maybe we should put a transphasic torpedo in the back. What about you? Adaptive transphasic torpedo. Transphasic torpedo. I don't actually have that many transphasic torpedoes. Oh, this is great. I like the beam damage anyways. I like facing the ship because it's got dual beam banks. So we'll just leave that thing on there because it's a great beam in and of itself. Anyway, so like I said, here's the carrier's console. Here's this thing's console. So I have the two-piece. The cryonic reaction assembly, which, let's go over this real fast, is bonus to flow capacitors and countermeasures. Aux damage, phaser damage. Oh, I guess I could switch to the phaser omni. Where'd you go? Find phaser omni. Phaser omni. That works. So it's like bonus phaser damage, but more flow capacitors. Plus allows for the quantum destabilizing beam, which I didn't actually use last time. I should use that this time. Nukara console because I like the particle generators plus bonus shield power and accuracy with beams because I'm using a lot of beams. And then generic engineering console. Particle generator or particle exciter because particle exciter. Plasmonic leech because if you have a plasmonic leech and it's not on every ship you own and you're using a lot of flow capacitors, anyways. And then a flow capacitor console. And then Polaron. Then I didn't have another Polaron, so I stuck a beam weapon on there. I'm using the regular old Bleth Chos fighters. Nothing real special about them. I could otherwise, but I mean, as you can see, it's pretty much Polaron, and I have the full Breen set. So I have eject cryoplasma and the energy siphon. So that's what's on the ship. And stuff I have slotted is like, thanks Breen Patrol, is like aceton beam, endothermic inhibitor beam, energy siphon, Tychon's Rift, because I use it on my science ship a lot. Beam array overload, torpedo, high yield, emergency power to aux. Just, you know, I have this dangling thing here and it bugs me. Oh yeah, let's see that. So here's this. This is the quantum destabilizing beam, phaser damage. This is the console from the carrier. It's kind of a defensive thing. This is the warp core of the Breen warp core. That's its capacitor. Pretty cool. especially when firing like all the beams. And then this is the energy discharge array. Obviously it says it. I'm going to explain how this one works. So this thing reads very literally, and people have thought differently about it. So for every enemy that you have within 5 kilometers, you get 1 charge. You can stack to 25. If you have 3 enemies around you, you get 3 per second. So it's not like you get 3, so you have to have 25 enemies near you. You just need like 3 or 4 enemies near you. So the Pleshbreck frigates that like to get within 5 kilometers and like tractor beam you, yeah. Now, this thing needs to stay looking in front of you, because it's not a weapon, so it doesn't really show it, per se. But you will fire a weapon, you will fire the electrical damage at your target, and it will do a lot of damage. As it starts, because they'll pull in, and then it'll start firing every second for 8 seconds. So as you're pulling in more energy, up to 25, it's doing 6% more per charge. It's nuts. I watched it while I was hitting something. What was I doing? Anyways, I blew it out of the water. It was like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. It just kept increasing by about 1,000 damage per second. It was pretty crazy. I think I had a lot of fighters around me I couldn't see. So anyways, in order to get this thing into combat so y'all can see it, I think I'm gonna head maybe inside the Badlands. Seems like a good idea. Because I've pretty much run out of things to do that have a numerous amount of enemy. That's why I did the Brain dailies. Or the Teferi dailies. But, can't do those again for 20 hours. But if you want to test how this thing works, those are actually a really good thing to do. Because there's a lot of enemies, but they're not too terribly hard. Alright, Badlands. What are we doing in Badlands right now? Ooh, the Power Station Delta. See if anyone's actually doing this, though. Fighters! Now this is going to be very interesting because I can't turn for crap. What's up with you? Oh, good. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Huh. Not watching my health. Come on, guys, help! I can't turn for crap!
One to go. Generators are offline, but enemy ships are crossing through to protect the ring. Stop them!
That's so hardcore right now. Oh god, get me out of here. Oh, I'm not gonna die.
Portal is closed. Excellent work.
I'm just gonna like sit here, give it. I'm still in combat for some reason.
Watch out. Area is outside the ring. Away from the satellite. Roger that. Stay with me.
Of course. Y'all fuckers flew by that.
Watch out. Very Nebula class science vessel is repulsory. Away from the satellite.
Okay, so that's pretty much that. I'm gonna let my crew heal up while everybody runs off to the next zone. Yeah, as you can see, here's the dumb thing. I have duty officers that I'm not using on this ship, in a way. Because, let's see, where is it? Roster, active space. I have chance to reduce time recharge on subsystem target. The ship doesn't have subsystem targeting. Deflector abilities, exotic damage abilities. See, the thing is, I don't even use gravity well, so I don't know why, you know, there's just, I didn't have perfect duty officers on this. Other than that, that little ability, there's a lot of people that have it. You know, the ship's pretty new right now for average folk. So, yeah, like I said before, Aaron's gonna like this ship because it turns slow, yada yada, but it's got fighters, and I know he kind of is jealous of me and my Vesta having fighters, so that's that. I will catch you guys all next week. Hopefully we'll have some news. If you have any questions or comments about this ship, I will be more than happy to answer them for you. I'm going to finish up this zone, and yeah, peace.